Welcome to Retro Sports Gamer Channel. I'm Tim Kitzrow from NBA Jam and Mutant Football League, NFL Blitz, and a few other games. Boom shakalaka! Kaboom! Welcome, Tecmo Super Bowl fans. It's Trojan 1979 here on the Retro Sports Gamer channel. We're continuing the playoffs here in the double elimination phase. This is part 2 of the winner's side of the bracket. We have a game between Matty D and Joey Gatz, but before we get into that, I'm welcoming co-organizer of the Detroit Kumite, Fast Ed. How's it going?
Oh, yeah, here live from the COVID capital of the country in Michigan. Well, one of them anyway. It's a great matchup here. Matty D, Joey Gatz. I actually just beat Matty D in my Living the Dream tournament. He won it, though. So, and he's no joke. Joey Gatz, everybody knows him. So this is going to be a hell of a matchup right here. I'm looking forward to this.
Yeah, we're leading off with this one. Let's get right into the gameplay. Cardinals and Saints, before we talk about the teams, just real heads up, and thanks to Gatz for recording this locally, the file, that the NSV file did not work. So that's what we used to replay into the emulator. So you're actually going to see it exactly as they experienced it, lag and all, so if there is any. So Cardinals and Saints, let's get into it. You want to talk about the teams themselves?
Yeah, classic matchup. I like the Cardinals' defense better. It's a little bit faster, but the Cardinals have no pass game. I expect it to be run heavy from the Cardinals, including with their quarterback. Same with New Orleans. They can pass a little bit better, but I expect it to be run heavy too. I guess it depends on who can out-tap who. And from what I remember, I think Matty D might have Gatz beat on that, but we'll see.
All right, here comes Hayward. Of course, we have the return factor as well. Stan Brock is cooking him out to the 25.
Look at this.
Running away.
Around. That's a nice return.
Yeah, anytime you can get out past the 20, that's a nice return. We've got a top hash mark pro set, and here is the pro set T dive. And it looked like he had a little bit of an alley, but the drone comes off his block and only limits him to 2, second down and 8.
Come on, don't question Joey Gatz and his ability to find the hole there. Come on.
That's what she said.
He's the expert. Well, I know. I realized that when I said that. Dalton Hilliard with the completion.
And a first down.
Gatz always seems to find the open man in the passing game. He's such an expert at that.
Trying to make that drone move, and he went back inside, and then no one moved, and then again, the outside drone's not holding up. Ruben Mays.
Yeah, he's
got a first.
Yeah, so from what I've seen so far from Joey on those 2 run up the middles, run 2 and run 4, he's cutting them up or down. He's not staying up the middle.
It's really hard to deal with. Right?
As soon as I say it, he goes up the middle.
Well, that time he didn't go with Lonnie Young on defense, and that plays a role. So second down and 3, middle hash here, and here's the pitch, run 3. Hilliard with a block and a missed dive. And Hilliard looked like he may have had a chance to get a lot more, but is finally taken down just short of the 25, let's see, the 27-yard line.
The last drone that had a chance there got him. See, run heavy, run heavy, run heavy. He's only had 1 pass so far on this drive, and he's gone 50 yards down the field so far from the 30 to the 20. 4K
to a 7-yard scramble, and now run 3 again. Hilliard cutting it back to the inside. He's still near the bottom hash mark, first down, and 10-4. Joey Gatz.
I mean, he hasn't been stopped for, well, he's had a couple 2-yard runs, but really, he's running very effectively.
Running right at Harvey, gets the bump, and he gets the touchdown. Joey Gatz.
Boy, that is so frustrating to play against right there. Gatz looked like he was stopped. He cut it up the middle. There was there were drones and players all around him. Cuts it back up, hits a block, sheds the tackle, goes in for the touchdown. I mean, he made a tough play look easy. That's Joey Gatz right there, folks.
7-0 your score here on the first possession. And now it's Matty D's turn with Ron Wolfley. Teen Wolfley out of the end zone. Past the 5 to the 10. Has a little bit of an alley, not out of bounds at the 15-yard line. Starting from the top hash mark, let's take a look. He's got the offset eye playbook, pro set, and a shotgun play.
Again, I expect a lot of running from Matty D now. Oh, and there you go.
This is pass one.
But he's going to run with the quarterback a lot because you don't want to pass much with Rosenbach.
Plus, you got 19
you all
maximum
know.
speed.
Yeah, his speed is decent enough where you can get 5-6 yards a pop, which he's doing. 2 runs, first down.
We'll see if those hidden stats of Johnny Johnson come into play here. Top hash mark. Pass 4 is the call.
Who needs Johnny Johnson when you've got Rosenbach like cutting through Joey Gatz's defense like nothing right now?
Love it. New prop. I see.
Yeah, there were scissors right next to me. Throw it. He doesn't even want to throw it. He's like, well, I have to.
Fast Ricky Prohl. Fast Ricky Prohl to the sideline. Welcome to the second quarter. 7-0. Matty D still on his first possession. Trailing.
You could tell he did not. Sorry, you
Go
could
ahead.
tell he did not want to throw that with Rosenbach, but he's like, he's only 10 yards away. I can hit him. He's
It's a
wide
long way for Rosenbach.
Exactly.
Johnny Johnson dancing around. Look at this. Makes a drone miss. 2nd down and 4.
Boy, these guys know how to dance with their running backs. Gatz did it on the touchdown run, and then he did it right there.
Rosenbach running again past the marker out of bounds at the 41-yard line in the first down.
I think this game is going to come down to whomever makes the first turnover is going to lose. I mean, they're that methodically good with their offense.
Johnny Johnson ran into the back of that blocker there. Looked like he may have hit an alley to get to the first down marker, but gets 8 on that one, 2nd and 2. This time
Still a
pass
good
3.
gain on first. Still a good gain on first down.
Gets Johnny Johnson right underneath stationary at the RB2 position and runs out of bounds on a first down. Here's a called run 1, and Johnson to the sideline, taken down in bounds, loses 4, 2nd and 14.
That's a drive changer potential right there because you're going for little chunks with these two teams, and any called play can screw that up. Be gone.
There's the tap advantage there for Matty D over Joey Gatz right now. You know, seeing Joey Gatz tap 4 the last couple of games I watched him, he didn't tap at all, so that was interesting. 3rd down and 3.
See what the tap does. It turns a 3rd and long into a 3rd and short, and he gets it.
Oh, boy.
And more.
To the house. Touchdown, Matty D. Johnny Johnson, hidden stats, engage.
That was a strong run along the sideline there. He absolutely strong run right there.
Was that like an 8-ounce dumbbell?
3 pounds. I use it for my rotator cuff exercises for baseball.
Don't talk to me about RBI baseball.
Yeah. Don't blame me at that again. I'm a champ at RBI. I'm the Joey Gatz of RBI baseball. Look at this return.
Gets the butt
Up to
block,
the
and he's got
30
some
again.
running room. Oh, puts it on the ground,
He's
bouncing
not
around.
done. Oh!
And it is avoided. The turnover is as it bounces out of bounds.
Wow, that could have been huge. Like I said, I think the first turnover, if there is one, will cost that person the game. That's how just pinpoint these offenses are.
Ruben Mays bouncing around. Has a blocker. Nice dive by Matty D going all in. 2nd down and 6.
All in. He gets the one-outer.
Lead blocker gobbles up Lonnie Young, and Mays takes advantage past the 50. 1st down, Joey Gatz.
Gatz not getting out of bounds very well on a lot of these plays, and that might cost him a turnover at some point. We'll see.
Keep in mind, he is player 2. Sometimes you will see just a little bit of a different interpretation of what's happening on the screen, albeit minor. Not apologizing for him.
Look
So
at
that time right there, you could have got out of bounds easily, but you wanted one of the yardage. 3rd down and 3. Pro set formation, bottom hash mark. Lead block. Hilliard has a cavalcade of blockers, 30 out of bounds, and a first down.
Those two blockers just kind of came out of nowhere. He's got nobody, and he waits and waits and waits, and 2 blockers come up. Wow.
Ken Harvey.
Same thing. Look at
And
those.
it's bouncing around the ground, picked up by the Saints. So 2 fumbles avoided by Joey Gatz.
Wow. Risky.
And now getting out of bounds here, 5 seconds. I think he'll take one more second off if he could have, but see how slow this arrow goes. This is Morton Anderson. Okay, it's a double tap.
Smart.
It should be good.
Because he did not want the guy to get a Hail Mary chance if he missed the field goal. So that's a smart play right there. He probably still would have.
Well,
2
yeah,
seconds.
because
He would have.
so that's where you want to get to about 4 or 3 if you can. But non-issue here is he gets the field goal 10-7. And that
Just
mouse
like I
cursor,
said.
by the way, on the screen, that is Gats. That is not ours, just for the record.
So, in the first half here, just like I said, what would occur? The running games are pretty much dominating for both teams, and they're sticking with it. And it's really how you have to play with these two teams. Passing games are weak, especially with Phoenix. So I expect a lot of running to continue in the second half.
Wolfley passed the 10 and condition check time. Tupa and Rosenbach are on average. Looks like Johnny Johnson, the stud, is in bad.
That could change things for Matty D. He might call some more passes here and run even more with Rosenbach, which is kind of textbook on how you want to play with Phoenix. That is textbook Phoenix.
So we got to get one of those stream decks so we can have the sound effects.
Someday.
Baby steps.
He's passing it. Oh, God.
Completed to Wolfley, and he's short of the marker by about 1 yard.
Gats really needs to hold him to a field goal here. He needs to match points for points. Gats kind of ran out of time at the end of the first half to score a touchdown.
So pass 1, and when that's called, it's really hard to get away unless you have a fast quarterback, and even then it can be a little bit dicey. 3rd down and 7, that's the risk of that play.
That's the glitch play, and it's risky to have it in your lineup or in your playbook. He's going for the bomb here.
Well, it's Ernie Jones cross field. And
Terrible
he's got him.
Oh!
Covered catch in between 3 Saints, and it's a first down from inside the 30. From the 28.
That is a huge play. That is actually going to be a blockbuster play of the game right there, because anytime you can throw it deep with Rosenbach into triple coverage or whatever it was to get a completion without a jump ball, that's a blockbuster play of the game. Sponsored to you by Blockbuster Video of Bend, Oregon.
It's like the first down and 10.
Only one still in existence in Bend, Oregon.
He's sitting there with the that back to that pass 1, and he's getting really good high-low movement here against the defense.
Well, he tiptoed the sideline there like he was on a tightrope.
Rosenbach scrambling, fighting, and he's I lost the ability to speak. He's taken down 3rd down and 2.
Gats has to call this play right here. He's got to hold him to a field goal. He's got 8 plays to call, so it's a small chance. Nope. Got to stop him.
Run one to the edge. He does get the marker, 1st down and goal from the 4. 2:04 remaining Tecmo time in the 3rd from the bottom hash mark. Pro set formation. Run 2, 2nd down and 5.
1 play too late, but that helps. Every bit helps. Needs another one. Needs at least one more called play here.
Pass 4 is the call.
Otherwise.
And is deflected by the drone. I don't know if he would have gotten it, but it was close. 3rd down and 5. Back to the
huge right here. The crowd is pumping up their volume.
Oh, he gets the tap, the bump, and the touchdown. Everything rolling Matty D's way on this drive. T-I-M-M Rosenbach gets it done, and it's 13-10.
He looked stopped. That was unbelievable that he got through there. Unbelievable. Because he looked stopped, and he just said, "Get out of my way. I'm going to swat you like the little bug you are."
You need a fly swatter.
Matty D. Well, they're kind of nasty and dirty, you know.
I just get one for a prop. Ladies and gentlemen, Fast Ed, he's on point with the props today. Here comes Hayward. Pass the 20, and 1st down, 41 seconds here, Tecmo time. Plenty of time for Gats to respond.
It's all going to come down to the clock now, I think. Gats is could score, go up by, 3 points, and then it's all going to be up to how much time the Cardinals have, and they're not, they're a methodical offense too, chunk plays, so we'll see here.
Lots of options open. He's got Hilliard, and he's out of bounds here. So 3 seconds remaining here in the 3rd. From the top hash mark, pass 2 is the call.
Gats changing things up. A lot of passes now because he's calling runs on defense, and you see all the receivers that are open going into the 4th quarter now, down by 4.
Smart taking the underneath route, always better. Stationary underneath when you're player 2. And we're back to it, 2nd and 3 here. Welcome to the 4th quarter. 14-10 in favor of Matty D. Lonnie Young having to give up the scramble underneath by Forcade, and it's a first down at the 50.
Look at Gatz. That's just. I mean, that's veteran right there. He had some receivers open, but didn't want to risk it, and still got the first down just by running it with the quarter. Look at this.
If you don't think offensive lines matter in Tecmo, think again. They're dominating the front of Arizona right now, or Phoenix, excuse me.
Their drones are almost non-existent.
He's going cross field to that wide receiver 1. He wants Eric Martin, and it's deflected.
Oh!
Holy smokes. Lonnie Young got back there in a hurry, second down and 10.
Young is quick, and he can pick off passes, but, wow.
Crossfield to Eric Martin, he has it. This should be a touchdown.
What a pass.
And it is. Touchdown, Joey Gatz gets the auto dive and gets the score, and he takes the lead.
What a pass. That right there, folks, is the New Orleans blockbuster play of the game. What a pass. What a play by Joey Gatz. Nothing Matty D could do there.
17-14.
Takes the lead.
Matty D with plenty of time here, 3:36.
Yeah, I was just about to say. So that lead, you want to score. You don't, so you can't worry about clock too much if you're Gatz. You just have to play defense now. You know what he's going to do. He's going to run the ball a lot with the quarterback. He's going to run a lot with probably not with the running back because Johnny Johnson's in bad conditions. So you probably call out a pass plays here, throw short or run. And if you call a play or two, that could mean the game. So we'll see. He only needs a field goal, and he's about 40 yards.
Wolfley on a call play, nowhere to go, 2nd and 10. Just under 3 minutes, Tecmo time.
Got a little lag going.
Going crossfield to Walter Reeves. Gets the... Oh, my goodness. It looked like he may have had that step, but the ball is not completed. 3rd down and 10.
Wow. That is not typically how he plays in this game, and that could cost him. That's
crossfield to Jones, but way over his head. And now 4th and 10. He's going to have to go for it here. But nice if you could have picked up 4 or 5 yards on that last play.
Yeah, it doesn't leave him with too many options but to pass now. Can't run it with the quarterback and get that many yards.
Going to Walter Reeves. If you went and it's incomplete, if you cycle back around to that wide receiver 2, looks like Gatz did honor the deep ball. But now Manny D absolutely has to hold this to a field goal and get the ball back.
There's no way Joey should lose this game now as a veteran that he is. That was actually a risky play there. He's trying to kill the clock, but what he did was he lost a lot of yards. So now that forces a possible field goal here.
Yeah, 3rd down and 13. Certainly don't want to force anything.
If he holds him to a field goal, he's got a chance.
He's going to run. Oh, my goodness. He wants the... Oh, it's overthrow picked. Oh, my goodness.
Oh, no!
I was going to say maybe he's going to run all the way back to the other opposing end zone.
Gets the Price is Right horn there for throwing it into coverage and giving him a chance now to not only get a touchdown, but he only needs to get a field goal now. That's huge with the clock being a factor.
The price is wrong, bitch. Wolfley with the sweep, 2nd down and 3.
I have no idea what that's from. Just kidding. One of the best movies of all time, Happy Gilmore. How about we just go eat some hay and make things out of clay and throw it out of bounds?
That's 3rd down and 3.
Terrible pass. Well,
you throw passes of shit for breakfast because that was terrible. And Wolfley for the first down here. You got to take a shot. The problem is you only have 3 plays that have a route to go the full distance here.
Does he try to get 6-7 yards for the field goal? He's got to go for it. Oh, no. This is it.
Excellent. Walter Reeves is still too slow to get down there. And it's incomplete. And Joey Gatz pulls it out 17-14 despite that errant throw at the end. What else did you see in that game?
I see that very evenly matched up game right there. I tell you, a lot of runs by both the quarterbacks and the running backs. Not a lot of risking going on, and Joey Gatz pulls it out. He always seems to pull it out when he needs it.
That's what she said.
It's just he's so good at just pulling it out. He makes it look easy. Well, great game. Now, the thing is double elimination. So Matty D's still in it, and
Absolutely.
he's worthy.
Yep.
He's really good player. So they're both good players. So
Joey
great
gets
game.
one step closer to the winners bracket finals. More games coming yet before that would happen. But good. This is a hang your hat on win. Matty D was second place in this tournament last year and has won his fair share of local tournaments. So no slouch, Matty D, as we saw. But Joey Gatz takes this one 17-14. Thanks, Fast Ed. Everyone hang tight. We got another game for you. And we're back. Trojan and Fast Ed. Arnquim versus 8-Bit. Still in the winners bracket. Basically the second round or the second group of double elimination games on the winner's side. Whether you want them or not, Fast Ed's with me. How's it going?
Yeah, normally you pay double for this kind of action, Cotton, when you get Fast Ed ×2. But hey, we're here from Detroit. Live broadcast, double elimination. Takes 2 losses to eliminate you from the tournament. Cotton.
And we got a couple. We could really have a tapper's delight here. Arnquim and 8-Bit. Basically, if you'd like to remove as much skin as possible from your thumb, this is the type of matchup for you. Arnquim and 8-Bit elite tappers. Let's talk about the Eagles and the Dolphins and what one should look out for in that matchup.
Well, this is a classic top tier 2 matchup. Miami, strong pass game. Philadelphia, not a strong pass defense. So I look at Miami to pass a lot. I look at Philadelphia, obviously, to run with the quarterback a lot. And there you go. We'll see. It could be a turnover difference in this game. Both offenses should score a lot.
Strange we didn't see Tony Page returning that ball. They had Mark Logan in. Jerome Brown rests his soul, and here comes Sammy Smith and out of bounds, 2nd down and 3.
So much for passing with Miami. Let's why not? If he's going to get 7 yards a chunk, just keep doing it. Just keep doing it.
Based on what I've seen, 8-Bit should have the majority of the taps in this one. He has the higher tap, but Arnquim doesn't mean he's out of it on those. Eric Allen across the formation. Pass one's the call. Bottom hash mark. Going with Scott Mitchell. Interesting here.
Wow. He's just going for it.
Wants Mark Clayton. His mama
Why
called him
not?
Clayton. And I called it incomplete pass. 2nd and 10.
See, I didn't like that. He's driving down the field. He had 2 nice runs for about 15, 16 yards. No problem at all. He can out-tap them. He's not going to call runs on defense. But then he just kind of goes for it all.
Tap off. Well, Arnquim with the taps.
Wow.
I don't know if 8-Bit was quite ready for that. I don't think
8-Bit had the NES advantage plugged in yet.
Hey-oh. 3rd down and 14.
Plug in that NES advantage and hold that turbo down. Come on. He's going for it again. Why not? Get my Blockbuster card out because this has potential.
Going duper.
Perfect. It's perfect.
Got the JJ in between 3 defenders. Touchdown, 8-Bit. And he takes the lead.
I saw it coming. That is a blockbuster play of the game right there. Brought to you by Blockbuster Video, the only one in existence in Bend, Oregon.
Oregon!
Touchdown on the bomb. Why not?
It's Oregon. All right, welcome back to Reality 7-0. You blew your wad there on the Blockbuster card early. I mean, there could be other Blockbuster plays in this game. We'll have to see. Here comes Keith Jackson. Rumbling, bumbling, stumbling.
70-yard bomb from Scott Mitchell. I mean, how much more Blockbuster does that get?
Well, you got a soft spot for Mitchell in your heart, don't you?
I'm in Detroit. No, I don't. I'm in Detroit. I got to sit through Scott Mitchell for a few years. Believe me, that was not a treat necessarily.
QB Eagles with a quick delivery to Keith Jackson.
Look at that pass.
1st down.
I don't know if the pass was better or the catch was better. They were both impressive.
We've got a chop block happening. Robert Drummond gets 8 yards, 2nd and 2.
Now the world don't move to the beat of just one Drummond.
Pass one's the call. Here comes QB Eagles. Gets the 1st down and more out of bounds of the 49-yard line on the Eagles side. 1st down.
What might be right for some may not be right for others.
Oh, the redirect there did not go to plan. Covered.
Terrible.
Incomplete.
Terrible
2nd down
pass.
and 10. Sure, he can punt at 99 yards.
There's no need to take chances with that. You can just do this all day with Eagles. He's obviously not playing to stop it. He's taking the safeties, and there's no chance to stop it. Oh, Drummond. What you talking about, Willis?
Robert Drummond out of bounds at the 26-yard line. First down for Arnquim. He's taking it in chunks, and normally this is how the Eagles will play. And you start cheating up, and that's when they go over the top. Here comes Eagles just bleeding to death out of bounds, the first down run.
Plenty of room. I mean, it's unstoppable. Now he's taking over all, give him a chance to stop it, but now he's going back to the well. Now the world don't move to the beat of just one Drummond. End of the first quarter.
7-0 here, advantage 8-bit, although Arnquim getting close.
For those of you under 30, that is the theme song to Different Strokes, starring Conrad Drummond as the stepfather of Willis and Arnold.
What
Gary
you talking
Coleman
about, Willis?
And Todd Bridges, exactly. You know, every character, every main character in that show is deceased except for Todd Bridges. Every one of them. Dana Plato, everybody. Anyway, back to more positive action here. Sorry about that.
Well, if you watch a real show like the Star Wars original trilogy, Captain Piet, General Veers,
Drummond,
all those main officers are still alive from the Star Wars trilogy. And they're much older.
Yeah, well.
A deflected pass here. Looked like Arnquim had him for 6, second down and 2.
Cocaine is a hell of a drug.
Speaking of cocaine, Miami with a good stop. They're down 5 on a called play.
I'm just implying that because the Drummond kids, unfortunately, took some drugs, according to the biographies and things. Touchdown! No!
LaBelle unable to grab it. 4th down and 5.
I called that a little too early. Patty Lavelle with the drop. He didn't quite stir it up enough there. That's a reference to Beverly Hills Cop. Patty LaBelle stirred up. Lavelle!
Another deflection here. Huge stop by 8-bit. Arnquim is denied.
Wow, that was a 4th down stop right there. That's hard to do. He didn't call his play either. Wow.
Still rolling with Mitchell here.
That's huge. Listen, he's in the double elimination playoffs, and I'm not. I don't know.
Whew.
Wow,
Arnquim
17 to
16 there.
17 to 16 tap off there. That's 2 powerhouses there.
And there's the deflection perfectly sniffed out there by Arnquim. 3rd down and 13. Long way to go for 8-bit.
I mean, from what we've seen of the Dolphins, he's wanting to do some bombs, and really you can't do that very well with Marino. So, but backed up in your end zone like this, I would put Marino in. You want some short passes. They're all covered. Jump ball. See, that's his strategy. You can't do those jump balls with Marino, really. So I see what he's doing, and he covered it well there on defense.
Trying to play speed ball to work out Reggie Roby's punt. The one thing I'll say, 8-bit and the Dolphins, they can change a field position in a hurry. All the way to the 22, recovered here by Jackson, runs to the sideline, taken down in bounds at the 21. First down for Arnquim.
That's a helpless feeling on a punt when you can't get out of bounds there. You never know with a fumble.
Oliver over Jarvis Williams, and going to LaBelle has a reception.
Oh,
is it Eric
Patty
LaBelle?
LaBelle.
Is it Eric?
I don't know his first name. It's Patty to me. Legendary singer. Call this play again. Going to LaBelle.
2nd down and 10. He can only hope to contain him. Isn't there another guy he can throw to?
That's what I'm saying. It's just 4 or 5 passes in a row to Patty. Williams.
Is that right up there with the "Don't Call Me Chris" Everett? First down and 10 for Arnquim.
We can make it. If Jim Rome ever interviewed.
You're hearing it now. Next season. Next season of GBLAN 2021 online, we're going to have a Chris Everett week. It's happening.
I love it.
You won't know when, but it's happening.
I'm all for it. And you have to change his name to Chris from Jim.
Oh,
you have to.
Done.
All right, 1st and 10. This is a big drive for the Dolphins. They need to stop. They need a stop. And Drummond, he says, "What you talking about? You ain't stopping me, Miami. What you talking about, Miami?"
2nd down. Bottom hash mark, pass 1 is the call. QB Eagles dancing around. Wants Calvin Williams instead of taking, he gets the completion anyway. 19 taps.
Oh, he fumbled. Wow, that was just...
He won the taps, but the other drone took him down. He fumbles it, and it's out of bounds, and now...
He could have just run it for the first down. He threw it into coverage. The guy caught it anyway, and then he fumbles. What a turn of events.
My apologies. 8-bit won the taps on that one.
Got a chance for one more bomb if he doesn't get this.
Cheese and rice. That's a
touchdown. Of course
touchdown.
He does. Woo! Why not? That is a textbook JJ right there. Absolutely textbook JJ. Unbelievable. Unbelievable that Scott Mitchell twice now. Unbelievable.
14-0 here.
Whew. I mean, if he's going to do that, you may want to just wave the flag now if you're Philadelphia, if he's just going to do that all game, because you just can't stop it. I would just wave the flag now.
Is it just me? Arnquist looks like he's outplayed 8-bit, but he's given up 2 JJ touchdowns. Yeah. You can't do anything about it.
Yes. He's played good defense overall. Now, he could get very, 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 very lucky here. Very, 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 very lucky. He's got half a field to go. Here comes Oferdal. No chance. Don't fumble it. You never know.
That'd be pretty rough on that end of the field, but 14-0 as we go into halftime, 8-bit over Arnquist. Arnquist has a long way to go here.
Yeah, you got to feel a little sick if you're Arnquist, if you're Philadelphia. You drove all the way down the field, only down 7-0, got stopped with just a couple of yards to go from the end zone on 4th down. And you've been playing pretty good defense, and 2 JJs is pretty much the difference in the game. This is gives him some good field position.
Unintentional onside, I'm certain of that. 1st down and 10 here for Arnquist. Give him a little more to work with. Jim McMahon, put him in. Go punky QB. No.
Scott Mitchell's one thing. Jim McMahon's another. You gotta cut that out when you say that, please. Cut that out. But you can post this one, okay? You can post this one. I'm calling it right now. Philadelphia is going to win this game. I'm calling to come back. I think they're just outplaying them, and I don't think that Miami can get lucky like this all game. I mean, it's not that he's lucky. He's just gone for 2 big plays and got them. So, I mean, that's Tecmo. He took some risks, and they paid off.
Top hash mark. Single back, run 3 is the call, nowhere to go. Loses 3 yards, 2nd and 13 now from the bottom hash mark.
I would just forget Drummond now and start passing it every play and hope he doesn't call it and run the ball. Yeah, look at this.
Sherman.
The Shermanator. Half man, half of Tecmo Cyborg brought down to earth.
Inside the 20s, down the red zone.
To score touchdowns on you, the Shermanator. Kind of from American Pie, I guess, if you are well aware of that.
And 8-bit coming through with his taps now, 2nd down and 7. Wants to hold on to this scoreless effort on his part. We got to run right up the middle. And Drummond, really nowhere to go.
But, geez, did he call a run there on defense? Because, yeah, I mean, literally nowhere to go. Not that Drummond is like,
Gets Jackson on the burner, and it's a touchdown. Well played by Arnquist.
In stride right there. Now, you saw what happened on that one. The defender was right with him at first, but then he pulled away and was able to dive to catch that ball for the touchdown. So there you go. 14-7.
You don't get these kind of technology replays on other Tecmo streams, ladies and gentlemen. Fast Ed.
It's my teleprompter type thing or whatever it's called. It's
your tough acting, boom. Mark Logan out of bounds at the 12. 3 minutes Tecmo time here in the 3rd.
All right, so he's putting in Marino now. Now he's going to change it up a little bit and probably not going to go for the bombs. Now he's probably going to run the ball. Oh, what am I talking about? He's going back with Mitchell. All bets are off now. I don't know what he's going to do. I see a couple runs, but maybe he'll bomb it. There you go.
All right, here comes Smith. And run 3. Now he's really got a nice lead out there, and now it's just short of the 40. 8-bit just needs to hang on to the ball and find a way to get some points in this possession.
What do you do here if you're the Eagles? You can't call runs because Miami's too good at passing, but you can't really stop the run either.
There's only one play. I mean, you've got a 50. There's only one play that's targeting Eric Allen at the top. That's run 1. You can deal with these runs across the formation all day. And he's gonna.
Well, he knows how to stop this one if he can out tap him, and he did. So he knows how to out knows how to stop that run two with Brown going right through
And
up the middle.
it's a risk he can take because even if he doesn't get it, the delay and the drones should eventually get there. The front
Exactly.
seven are pretty decent for the Eagles, and then there's
Oh,
the dive.
what
So
a-
4th and 5. Now we have 8-bit's in a really no man's land here.
Big decision. Wow. Could go either way on this one. I can't blame him for going for it or punting it on this one, to be honest with you. Got a lot of open receivers. Does he go short? No.
Yeah, he
he's
throws
just-
out of bounds. So, and
Got
on
Mitchell.
that play, not having Marino really hurt him because he could have got into that wide receiver too. He was open. He would have gotten that ball in before Arnquim got down, but because Mitchell was there, he couldn't let that ball go.
If he loses the game, let's take note of that play we just saw right there as the X factor that caused him to lose, because he should have put in Marino there on the big play where he needed a pass. He could have run it, but wow,
Here,
what a
double
play.
tap to Sherman, and now Arnquim really in rhythm here, only down at touchdown, and really hasn't been stopped so much as he's had some. I mean, at the goal line he was, but he had that terrible fumble before. Now he wants Keith Byers back at the end zone, touchdown. We're about to have a tie ball game here.
Well, he made that look easy. Made that look real easy. Wow, that was blockbuster play of the game right there for Philadelphia. Brought to you by the only blockbuster video left on Earth in Bend, Oregon.
Oregon.
You say tomato, I say Oregon. So now it's tied up. I predicted it. My prediction's starting to come true, but I really think Miami's just kind of beat themselves in that third quarter with Mitchell in there.
I 100% agree with that.
And now Marino looks like he's in good. Did I just see that? Mitch wasn't bad. Now, I understand you got your two jump balls, you're up 14-0. Now you need to go into a more ball control game. He can't stop the run. He's definitely not going to stop the pass, especially if he has to account for the run. But you left in Mitchell. Only reason to leave in Mitchell is if you keep going for bombs, and he wasn't doing that really. So could cost him. Oh, tie game, brand new game.
Marino
Now he's
keeps
running
on
it
the
with Marino.
ground. 18 to
Now he's-
14 on those taps, 2nd and 6.
We're seeing a completely unconventional game, not normally played by the Dolphins by 8-bit here. Very unconventional. Here's the tough play to stop. Yep, with Eric Allen. Good run. Good run.
Smith cuts it back to the inside. Now bottom hash mark, 1st down and 10. 4:06 Tecmo time here, ticking away. And 8-bit can
like
take all the
that.
time he wants here, but you don't want to give QB Eagles any time.
Yeah, he's going to hope to not fumble. He's going to try to do a little ball control offense here, get chunk plays, 5, 6, 7 yards. I like it. Went out of bounds there, but that's okay. Still took 15, 20 seconds off the clock, which in real life is like 4 seconds.
So the thing is that the play was sort of limited here. You really aren't going to run the ball. You could go QB sneak, but it doesn't make a whole lot of sense.
That's what he's doing.
I'm talking about
Staying bounds. Oh,
the actual QB
Yep.
sneak on run 4 there. My apologies.
gotcha. Yeah. Yeah, he's got two actual runs that he can call. That's it. But that's the thing. The Eagles aren't going to call either one of them. I mean, he has to say, all right, if you're going to run the ball, you're going to run the ball. So.
And here's a call play. And
Oh!
you can't take that sack there. Against the secondary, you throw that ball. You have Marino.
Wow.
You throw it to one of your studs.
Wow.
And if it's dropped, it's dropped.
He tried to throw it short. Oh,
Let it go.
called it again. This could be
Crossfield to
devastating.
Clayton. His mama calls him Clayton. And I called an incomplete pass. Third and 21 here for 8-bit. Long way to go.
That was close. Yeah, this would be a lot easier if it were 3rd and 10, 3rd and 21. Not a whole lot you can do. He could maybe call like pass 3 or 4 or pass 2 and throw short and maybe get 10 to 15 yards, and now that sets him up. He could go
Yeah,
for
he's
it
going
on
to put
4th
Mitchell
and-
in because he's giving himself the option of going
I don't
back
like it.
and here's the thing.
No, he's leaving Marino in.
Because if you have Mitchell in, you have the chance to at least throw it deep if nothing underneath is there. You can at least have a chance to complete
Yeah.
that.
He likes what your strategy is, and he's going to go for it. He's got 25% chance of calling the right run or right pass. There we go.
So-
Now he's going for it. This could be the 3rd JJ of the game. It's close.
And it was quadruple covered, but now he can punt it. He has to. If he goes for it here, if you've got 4 minutes, 33 seconds, maybe you can go for it and get the ball back.
And even if that's intercepted, it's as good as a punt. I mean, he's at the 20-yard line on the touchback. Now, is he thinking of going for this on 4th and 21? I mean, I guess I can't blame him, because if he gives the ball back to the Eagles and the Eagles score, game's over. If he gives the ball back to the Eagles here and the Eagles score, he still has time on the clock. So I understand the strategy. It's a very low percentage that you get this, though, but I do understand what he's doing here by going for it.
I suppose there is something to the effect that Arnquim could completely drain the clock, but I think he could still do that even if he has the ball here.
Yeah, exactly. Is he going to Jensen? He's going to Jensen in bad condition.
Yeah, you don't have Marino there. If you're going in with Mitchell, you got to go all the way back. But anyway,
I think that was Marino.
Was it Marino? Okay.
Yeah, I mean, he gunned it. I didn't see if he changed quarterbacks.
He's been changing it so often.
Yeah, exactly. But the pass was definitely on a gun, and I think that's what he was going for.
And to be clear, folks, you're supposed to change your lineup about once a quarter. Last drive of the game, yeah.
Jensen was blanketed. I mean, it was, they was covered like this, and I mean,
look at that technology, folks.
It's a covered pass. So what do you do here? Eagles is going to run the ball.
So
Offerdahl smushed. I almost would let him score.
Yeah, I'm not sure. The safety to me makes a little more sense. Going with Offerdahl, I'm not sure how that helps you in this situation. I think you got to go with one of the safeties.
I would, you have to try to get a pick or just let him score. I don't know.
Here comes QB Eagles. This should be a touchdown all the way to the house. He's going to burn some
stops.
time.
Is he going to stop?
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, I hate that. I hate that move with a passion. I know it's very likely you're going to score with the Eagles, but what if you don't? What a move! Oh, but he didn't score. What if you don't? What if he calls 2 plays in a row here? I mean, yeah, he still got a field goal.
Just run one again.
Got it.
Get near the sideline.
Now he's killing the clock. I mean, obviously you get a field goal. What if he would have fumbled there? I don't know. You take the score, you go up by 7. The worst you can do is tie the game with a minute left,
And taken down. Oh! So time will tick away here a little bit, and you're going to see a field goal attempt.
So it's almost automatic, and there's going to be no time for a return. He might have time for one play, maybe one play, after the kickoff.
Green rush is in. It's not
he got
blocked.
In.
It's not blocked.
Ooh.
You would see that number change over the holder.
I know. I wanted to keep people in suspense.
Consider our audience, right? 17-14. And here comes.
That.
So, again, turning the page.
He could get out of bounds. No. 5-4-3. No.
You can't do it. And the game is over, so we lost the drama there. Arnquim triumphant over 8-bit.
I predicted it.
You did.
I predicted it. It was 14-0 at the half Dolphins. I said, watch for the Eagles to come back, and he shut him out. It was a heck of an effort by Eagles. Wow, what a game.
Yeah, so I guess the identity crisis of the Dolphins QB situation led to some uncertainty there, and when you're getting out tapped and you have that weak side open run and you're not confident about being able to call that anymore, the playbook got restricted and the Dolphins were out of options. So
and remember that X Factor play on 4th down where he had the wide open receivers and Mitchell threw it 20 yards out of bounds. Marino would not have done that most likely. It was 4th and 5. That was the X Factor play of the game. So
Arnquim triumphant over 8-bit. Thanks, Fast Ed. Thanks, everyone, for watching. We have another game for you. Hang tight. Welcome back, Tecmo Super Bowl fans. Trojan with Tecmo Ninja. How's it going?
Hey, I'm good, man. How are you tonight?
Hey, it's great to have you back. It's been far too long. The fans need a little bit of playoffs.
Playoffs.
We got Tadeos and Red 98 set doing damage here in the double elimination portion here. We are in the winner's bracket side. So if you lose, you still have a chance to continue on. Tadeos won the flip, coin flip, so he's got the Falcons and Steelers And it looks like Red 98 went with the Steelers, also known as Tecmo Lou, is Red 98. So as you see here, we had a little technical difficulty. Couldn't get your camera and audio all together here. So we have a picture of your extracted bodily fluids. I hope that is appealing to everyone out at home. But let's take a look at the appeal of the Falcons and Steelers and what the viewers should look out for in a matchup like this.
Only a good defensive game. Steelers obviously have a rough time on the offense. Dion can keep their defense and get the defense in check with the Steelers offense. Field position and special teams will play a huge part in the game.
Speaking of special teams, Tunch Ilkins, Steelers, going to work here. Green with a terrible return, though, loses to the 9-yard line. First down and 10 for Red 98. Oh, crack him if you got him.
Got to crack open a cold one. Lou Ferris here. Lewis is very superstitious when it comes to his Tecmo Bowl. Probably sacrificed a few goats to appease the Tecmo gods before the game.
Neon Dion, primetime getting in there against Warren Williams, limits him to 2, 2nd and 8. Bottom hash mark, offset I formation. It looks like we've got the necktie Merrill Hodge down in the wide receiver 2 position. The dive is missed, and Williams to the 30, 35, out of bounds at the 38, and a first down for the Steelers.
Nice run. Basically using a playbook to attack Dion. He's going to have a hard time making that work.
Tim Worley getting 7 yards. A nice run on first down, 2nd and 3. This time from the shotgun, going with Strom. Not a lot of options. It's the high-low game here. Strom's going to keep it on the ground. Gets out of bounds at the 50, cross the 50, and a first down for Red 98. Shotgun formation. Called play. Tries to force it up and incomplete. Nowhere to go. 2nd and 10.
It's definitely dangerous throwing to coverage with Neon Dion.
Mike Gann on defense. I like the option here. Rarely used is Mike Gann, but well done by Tadeos. 3rd down and 6.
I think the third defensive lineman down on a lot of run plays isn't blocked where you'd think they would be, but they need to be the best and controlled defensive lineman.
Red 98 able to get that first down there. Moving the ball here with 2:19 Tecmo time remaining here inside the 40-yard line from the 38 pro set formation bottom hash mark. Warren Williams with the run. Gets 4 yards. That was run 3. 2nd down and 6. Here comes run 2. And makes it 3rd down and 2. So, Worley and Williams getting it done here.
Definitely good call using Gann on that.
And Jesse Tuggle gets in there with the drone called sack. So 4th down and 11, kick time here for Red 98. And Anderson's arrow is a little bit low here. It does doink out. It's no good. And all that for nothing for Red 98. And now Tadeos with plenty of real estate to work if he wants to go with a running attack or go over the top. Mike Rozier off to a good start past the 50 and a first down. Red Gun Z pass 4 is called. Let's it go to Bad Moon Rising. And triple covered incomplete. You still with me, Ninja?
Yeah, my video's cutting in and out and jumping on my end.
We'll keep it going here for the fans. Run 3. Mike Rozier with 4 yards, 3rd down and 6. Not a whole lot to go on that run 3. The drones were there.
I'll just kick back and listen to your sexy voice.
Oh, yeah. Run 3 back-to-back here. Cuts it back, short of the marker. This is a measurement. I don't think he got it. And it's 4th down. Content to let the time in the first quarter evaporate at 0-0 here. In the second, looks like it's Miller time. He's in good. Collins went into bad, however. Keith Jones in good. So have you still lost the feed? Are you with us, or is that evaporated for you as well?
I'm still here. It's cutting in and out on the video on my.
Well, let me try something here. Don't know if there's a setting here, but
Lost you.
yeah, I'm going to change the quality
Okay.
to 480, and we'll see if that helps you at all.
Okay.
Apologize, everyone here. Sometimes you just got to do these things a certain way to appease the Tecmo gods or the internet gods, wherever they may be. Maybe they're Fortnite gods. Maybe the Fortnite players of the world are destroying the internets. So
I don't get that game. Like what the rave is about.
I think the objective is to piss parents off. I really think that's what it is. So we're looking at a 4th down and 1 here. Tadeos hasn't locked his play in just yet.
No guts, no glory. I mean, you're going to have to take what you can get from Steelers defense. 4th and 1 in enemy territory. I would go for it.
Wow, this is taking forever. And finally, the play is locked in. Here we go. 4th down and 1. Hopefully you can see what's going on.
I do. I see. Oh,
Rozier.
Wow.
And it's a 1st down. So it does get the run after the cutback. And he's
Shake
in
and
control.
bake.
These kind of colors don't run. He's got the arrow trick JJ.
JJ, nice.
To Rise in Bad Moon. 1st and goal from the 6. All right, from the bottom hash mark, single back formation. We get a called run 1. Nowhere to go. Rozier's taken down. 2nd and goal from the 9.
Because it always seems like everybody calls run 1 first time in the red zone.
Well, Red 98 is in Tadeos' head right now. Nowhere to go. 3rd and 18. Surprised he didn't try maybe that JJ there, that quick one. I think Woodson was sort of out of position on that. But the kick is away. Boy, this is high. And he's so close enough it doesn't matter. Greg Davis gets it in 3-0.
A nice drive. I definitely would have tried time JJ. It seems like if you're connecting and you're hitting them, I mean, there's just no stopping it. Versus, sometimes you can hit it with the broadside of a barn with them.
Top hash mark. Here's run 2. Worley runs the other direction. He's had some pretty good luck with that play. Just getting away here. He's getting 6 and 7 yards in that play when he calls it.
The video is totally cutting out.
It's cut out again? Okay, run 3 here for Red 98. I don't know that I can turn it down anymore other than maybe the frame rate. I'll share it at 15 frames. It'll be more of a slideshow, but maybe you can still see what's going on.
Sorry, man.
That's all right. Hey, this is for fun, everyone. ESPN hasn't knocked on my door yet, so here comes Worley out past the The key word was yet, right? First down and 10 for Red 98, trailing 3-0 here as we approach the 2-minute mark.
Like I'm trying to all commentary on the Fog Bowl or something.
That was something, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was definitely crazy. Somehow Cunningham threw for 400 yards or something. That game was crazy.
If only they actually could have gotten any real footage on it.
Yeah. I think my favorite part was Buddy Bell and Dick saying, "Nah, we'll just play through it."
Let's get it over, right? First down and 10 here for Red 98, moving the ball well himself here. He's like, we'll just play through it. We'll play through some bad technical issues that we have today. Second down and 10.
Who do you like in this matchup usually?
Oh, I'm definitely a Steelers guy. Most people I play against, I can tap against. The one thing is you can, and I haven't really seen that exploited here. We didn't talk about it much. If you can take Woodson out of the picture by sending Risen down the field up top, that's something that you can kind of play a high-low game with. But you have to be willing to take the chances to throw the ball. And obviously, you can JJ pick either of these quarterbacks, but first down for Red 98.
It's for me either it's such a mixed bag of stuff with.
Got a pick here to Sanders, and Tadeos takes over. So kind of a forced throw there, Red 98. End of half, it's not the worst thing in the world, but he wants to take his chance. But 3-0 here as Tadeos goes into half with the lead. I'd ask you what you saw in the first half, but since you didn't see anything, what are you seeing now? Are you seeing anything?
Yeah, I'm seeing the halftime show in all its glory.
And all 15 frames a second. That's the lowest setting that Discord uses to send information at 480p.
I see so many scan lines on the picture. It's amazing. It's I'm watching it on a 1970s CRT.
I was gonna say this reminds me of something more of like a color flip book. Because I see how it's being sent to you, and it's very comical. If you're glad to have Tecmo Ninja back, let us know in chat because we just love having him. So back here is we've got another call play. A lot of call plays in this one. Jones is triple covered. Luckily, that's not picked off for Tadeos. Goes right back to the pass for Red Gun Z slant. This time it's not picked, and Risen's running down the field. Buying time is Miller.
Oh, gosh.
Wants Tracy Johnson. He's got him. He's going to get out of bounds short of the 20-yard line. Today also a huge gain.
In a tight defensive game like this, one big play like that could make or break the whole game.
And Rozier, is moving really well here. Really an underrated back. Wants Risen. Oh, and he's got the arrow trick JJ. Is that Collins? Or it was Risen. I'm sorry. So it went to Risen, but the arrow went down onto the tight end. So that's Risen's second touchdown of the game, I believe. Excuse me, second big catch of the game like that. That's second JJ, first touchdown. 10-0 here. Greg Davis kicks off to Green. And out of the end zone. 5, 10, 15, 20 to the 21 and taken down. And Lou is behind the 8 ball here. He's got to get some points on the board.
Definitely. And Steelers are a very tough team to start playing catch up on, especially when you get into the second half where time is of essence. Offense is a very grueling, first down after first down type offense. You're not going to have a whole lot of big plays unless you just bring your guns out and just start slinging it downfield.
The Steelers, of course, having a lot of interchangeable players here, so Red 98 going through the roster. And here we go. Plays locked in for the Steelers. Plays locked in for the Falcons. First and 10, top hash mark from the 21. Pass 3 is the call. Rick Strom dodging defenders. Sanders covering.
Bacon.
Oh, fumble bouncing around
my.
and out of bounds. So Red 98 does dodge a bullet.
That probably would have been game over.
I agree. Going with Gann on. He looks like he's moving quicker than normal. Malarkey with the underneath reception runs towards the marker. Out of bounds. Does get the first down. Tackled inbounds. 1:52 remaining here. In the corner. So up to Lewis Lips. Goes out of bounds short of the 40. From the 42-yard line, offset I formation. And looks like Gann gets knocked over. Here comes Hodge up the middle. And more blocking. This should be a house call. 15, 10, 5. Touchdown Steelers. Red 98 gets on the board.
It was a great run. He had all those blockers out in front of him and immediately popcorn the man defender. Oh, this now it gets interesting. He scored quickly. A lot of time left. Be interesting to see how it wraps up.
Anderson's kick to Thomas out of the end zone. Tadeos is leading by 3. 10-7 here with 38 seconds. Tecmo time in the third. Time for him to check conditions. It's still Miller time. Jones is still in good. And here we go. Single back, bottom hash mark. Dwayne Woodruff across the formation. The run one is the play. Gets 2 yards, 2nd and 8. Rozier is out tapped. 3rd down and 9.
Wow, if Lou can get him to go 4 and out, I mean that is huge.
Here's run 3. Woodson. Oh, you got gobbled up.
Oh wow, the
and
drone.
10-7 here. It's gonna be decision time. 4th and 4.
Miller time.
Ooh, Jones is an excellent.
Jones.
Keith Jones.
You're
Oh, gotta get excited for someone in excellent, right?
Yeah.
I always love it when some jackwagon on the bench that never plays goes into excellent, like a Jimmy McMahon or something,
Yeah.
or the Hostetler.
Yeah, the Haas.
Well, decision time. You're going against the best defense, arguably, in the game.
Most interesting if you pull a Belichick move here, and even if you go for it and don't get it, give Lou the score, and just get the ball and try to just do one last drive, and the ball's in your hand to win the game.
Yeah, Lou has showed the ability to move the ball, but he hasn't been able to do much in the way of finishing drives. But he finally found a rhythm that last drive. Being the has enough time, I think he called it. And Miller's going to run here. Oh, boy.
Oh, wow.
Excellent maneuvering there. That looked like he was going to be dead to rights, and he got out. 1st down and 10 for Tadeos. Well done.
Absolutely. I mean, he had a lot of wide open people, but he can play it safe, get the 1st down.
Oh, my gosh. Arrow trick down to Risen and a 1st down.
Risen's just been unstoppable. And a perfect example of Atlanta. Sometimes you get a really good combo with Miller and Risen, and then there's other times it's just garbage.
Keith Jones with a 9-yard run. He's looking quick. He's up to 50 maximum speed. And out of bounds with the 1st down to Deos.
So he probably put Rozier then at wide receiver. That gets the ability to spread out even more.
And that time Miller's taken down by Hardy Nickerson. The drone sack loses 10, 2nd down and 20. And here's a run 3, which isn't unexpected at this situation. And only 5 yards, 3rd down and 15.
A huge play, because I mean this could knock him out of field goal range.
Arrow trick and jump picked in the end zone.
Wow. Nice.
Yeah, you got to be
Small
careful
Hawkins.
against Woodson there. The field goal does tie the game, and or would have kept from a field goal response and forcing a touchdown. But I don't think he was playing for a field goal there.
Lewis plays to win. Anything I know about Lewis, he plays to win.
So second down and 11 here. Tadeo still with the lead despite that interception. Mike Gann on defense still looks really quick here. And there's a tap off 4 yards.
Not a whole lot of time left, especially with Pittsburgh's slow-moving offense. Hopefully he can break, another big run.
And I'd say, really, Tadeos has done a good job slowing him down. It only takes one big play, but on the same note, this team can turn it over like that.
Yeah.
Through the air, that is. So if he wants to rush himself 4 yards at a time, 50 yards, go ahead.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's, what's happening right now. He's down to a minute and a half left. And it might come down to
my gosh.
Oh, my goodness.
He had him on his back and walked right into it. I don't know if there was some leg there, but that was... And now we got a call play. This is bad.
Yeah, very bad.
Now we're looking at 4th and 26. Packer fans, remember that?
A Packer fan, so you'll have to.
Oh, Packers fans. Packers against Philadelphia. 4th and 26. Donovan McNabb completes to Freddie Mitchell. And converts 4th and 26.
Okay, all right. I do remember that.
Packers go on to lose that game.
Wow.
Gadhaj is overthrown, and Tadeos takes over. My goodness, that was for all of it. So 43 seconds. Tecmo time. Tadeos just has to run the clock out.
And that was rough. And that's the mixed bag you get with, these lower tier quarterbacks for sure.
Not sure why he went out of bounds. I think you can really just run backwards and get out of bounds and then punt it.
Yeah.
And here he goes. And here we go with the punt.
That was a really good game. Nice, good defensive battle. A couple lucky breaks on both sides kept it interesting.
Obviously, the rushing attacks here will look terrible for Tadeos after taking a 40-yard loss. But really well-played game on both sides of the ball. I feel like Tadeos was in control most of that. The score didn't reflect it, but it felt like he had control of that one.
Absolutely. He moved the ball really well. Ryzen had a lot of huge catches when he needed them to go. Very well played game.
Well, hang tight, guys. We got one more game for you. Stay tuned. And we are back. It's Trojan 1979 and welcoming Thule into the booth. How you doing?
Doing real good, Troy. Hello, Tecmo.
Hello, Tecmo, indeed. We have a game between Bob Sacamano, your former partner in crime over at the Kumite, and Pete Titterai. This is the winner's bracket of the double elimination phase. This means the loser does not go home. They just go down to the loser's bracket. The winner continues on. So these two players are very accomplished, but let's take a look at the matchup that they have in front of them. We have Washington and Tampa Bay. By the way, Trojan up here, Thule down below, way high to the fans. Whoop. And that's us. You have to look at us whether you want us or not. Tecmo Moses, break it down for us.
Washington, Tampa Bay. Looks like Eric or Bob called the matchup here. We know that he likes to utilize the curl routes passing, and he's got good receivers. Of course, not very good quarterback play here. He's going to have to deal with Haddix, but we'll see how he game plans his offense for that. Peter, I chose his team, took Tampa. Certainly the more prolific offense, I think, with Vinny. I'd take the Tampa offense over the Washington offense just for my style. A little less flexibility on defense with Haddix, but two great players, and we'll see what they got for us here.
Jerry Curl Anderson with a run here, past the marker and then some, and past the 35-yard line, taken down. Pete Titterai moving the ball well. 2 big gains to start.
Rocker did not enjoy his ride in the 7 train on that play as he got flattened by the blocker.
Crossfield pass here. Wants Ron Kids in the hole. He's got him. 35-30. 25 zigzagging to the 20. 15. 10-5. Touchdown house call. Pete Titterai.
Kids in the Hall, like the rest of Canada, was most enjoyable to me at the ages of 19 and 20, and I kind of moved on once I hit 21 from Kids in the Hall and the rest of Canada.
Well, and I'm years old, and we still play Tecmo, so.
So that might be a little Canadian border state humor there. Canadian drinking age is 19.
Oh.
And so living only a couple hours from the border, crossing at Detroit into lovely Windsor was a very fun trip for those of us of that age. Canada's still a lot to offer.
We have a big stinking lake above us.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, and a whole other state, right?
Right. Well, part of your state.
Part of which apparently some of them want to be a part of your state. So they're very confused people up there.
True words were never spoken. Biner crosses a field near the marker, taken down, 2nd down and 2.
We've even got one of the Yoopers now in the online scene, past the Yooper. So from Escanaba, I believe.
You guys are multiplying.
Mm-hmm.
You guys are multiplying.
Oh, no.
They're down to 2. Hands of stone. Well, you don't have a whole lot of receptions in the running back category here.
Yeah, that was unfortunate, but on 3rd and 2, where with only 2 yards to go, he's able to still pick up the 1st down. Interesting here, the playbook. He's got only 2 runs, really, that sort of bother Haddix, run 1 and run 4. Not having too much problem avoiding him at this point.
Gary Clark gets past the 50 for a 1st down now in Tampa Bay territory.
And notice guys on the pass plays, so any of those motion runs, you could see Pete Titterai take advantage of using the DB4 on those plays, who's a pretty decent alternative. Well, he's got to watch out for run 2 in those situations.
Back-to-back pass 2 is going to Gary Clark, and back-to-back 1st downs. Here comes Biner. 5 yards, 2nd and 5.
So yeah, with this playbook, if I'm going to call a run on a play, I'm probably you call in either run 2 or 3, and then as a defender. And then if motion is if I've called run 2 and motion is the case, then you can take advantage of being that DB4 and hopefully shut those runs down without having to call them.
Biner with another 1st down, and here he goes again. So Sacamano really keeping Pete Titterai off balance, but Pete Titterai is not giving up any massive chunks as far as down the field here, and I think he's hoping maybe for a turnover, although the Redskins do have good ball control.
Yeah, that's the case, and as the field gets shorter, there's it's not as easy to scramble into the end zone with Rippon or Humphreys. We'll see if either one of them gets into good. Okay, so he's got Humphreys, who's got the better scrambles.
Why is it that both those quarterbacks, their conditions are always identical? It always seems that way. It's always nice seeing Kelvin Bryant going to good. You see some of these teams like New Orleans and the Steelers and the Redskins. You get some interchangeability at the running back position based on conditions.
Yeah, I always like that in a team, because it seems like either they don't both go into bad, so you're at least left with sort of the average of the team that you start with, the team that you expect to play with.
Kelvin Bryant better than average with a touchdown there and a tie ball game coming.
And then if you do get someone into good, it's like a bonus. So if they both go into bad, that's, of course, pretty terrible luck based on those odds.
That always happens to the Jets. Pretty
terrible kick there, relatively speaking. I don't know why you would kick that level intentionally. You'd either want to kick it really short so that you have time for another possession or kick it as deep as possible. Maybe that was a lag thing there. Of course, with NSVs, we don't get the full picture of whether lag was involved in a play.
That's true. We also know that Bob Sacamano likes to do weird things with the clock.
Oh, he does. Yes, they coined the phrase "eating out the clock."
Oh God.
Yeah.
Clean
He's
the
gonna-
cloth off first clock off with a cloth first. A second down and 11.
Yes, use the sanitizers. So, a lot of time left in this quarter. You'd like to see us Titterai. You're hoping to eat out most of that clock.
Oh my God.
That's for Eric there.
Why
And,
just call it a moist clock? I mean, God,
come up with a score.
first down and 10, man. Was not ready for that. It's a certain hour of the day for me here. Oh, maybe.
Neither were we. Neither were we. But Odell blesses us with a lot of his isms.
Second down and
over
2 for
here.
P-Tits.
P-Tits, I met him. I think his first time he flew out to the Madison tournament, and I played him the night before the tournament, and was really impressed with him. You know, he was basically a newcomer, and we played a close game. I think I ended up winning the game, but it was close. I told him, you know, you're going to do fine the next day, and I don't think he qualified, but he played his number 1 seed really tough, and obviously now that he's kind of fully entrenched in the scene here, he's known as one of the top players. But from the first time I played him, I was really impressed with his game.
Call play. P-Tits takes a sack, loses 10 after getting that nice completion down to the tight end on the play before. 2:31 Tecmo time. He's still right on the edge here of Christie's field goal range. Ooh. Dodging drones, Harvey. With the redirect, does get the reception, and 3rd and 5 makes this manageable.
That was big yardage there. If you get an incompletion, I could see the temptation there to really call a run play to try and set up a field goal, which could make it pretty predictable from the defense standpoint. But now he can really do whatever he wants.
Anderson gets loose. He has the first down and more zigzagging in front of the pack. This could be a house call if he gets away with the drone. 5-10 touchdown, P-Tits.
Yeah, and as you can see, he did whatever he wanted there, which was to score a touchdown. But you know, Bob's got the chance now for get points on the board before half. So if he can get at least 3, he'll be feeling all right going into the half. But nice play there by P-Tits.
Not a whole lot of time left for Bob Sacamano to respond. Gerald Rings, I don't think that made the end zone. That one was short too. 15. No popcorn there to the 20. 21 taken down. 57 seconds of Tecmo time.
Yeah, they could be playing with the elements if there's any kind of lag involved here. I played one time in the back of a trailer where we were getting launched, you know, a foot on the air off our seats if we hit the road right. So that was.
And the Nintendo didn't freeze?
It didn't. Yeah, the Nintendo was a trooper, and we were going everywhere.
Oh, there's the
Nice
JJ.
play.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, Bob's not going to win this tap off. Oh,
What?
I stand corrected.
That's crazy.
Wow.
Bob Sacamano with a huge JJ tap off, and there's going to be a tie ball game here.
I can just see him in his apartment right now celebrating that tap win. It doesn't come very. They're few and far between for Bob. So he's a guy I used to beat consistently, and he and
Like
I are
Detroit
probably more
play,
like 50-50 now. But neither one of us fast tappers.
What is common as a Detroit Lion playoff victory?
Oh yeah, no, he definitely wins more often than that. Come on, Troy. I mean, there's hyperbole, and then there's, you know, super hyperbole. I don't know, and that was. Someone just pointed out today
super about that.
that band is all flutes. There's like rows and rows of just flute players in that band. I never really paid attention to what they were playing, but something just new about the obscure part of the game that I just saw today. But what a big play there, getting that touchdown. Now that he's in the driver's seat, you know, having the ball start second half, and if he can grind out a couple drives here, eat out some clock, he can go 2 for 1 and
Who's an
steal a
excellent
win here. I think it was Bryant was an excellent. That gives him a 56.
He's like a real running back.
Yeah, Biner to the bench. Yeah, you can't. Oh man, you don't want Biner on the bench there.
Well, I
but
think you got to put Riggs
Bryant.
away.
Oh, definitely. He had
Put Monk at tight end because he's got the blocking, so he's got the 31 or 38 or whatever it is.
yeah, either Biner or Monk at tight end based on what pass plays you have. But pass two is or running back two is such a good receiver spot.
Yeah, he's
Okay.
leaving Monk on the bench. I don't understand that, but I'm not in this tournament, and they are.
Yep. So he's got him where he wants him now. Nice pass there. Got the auto dive.
There's Gary Clark, 45 and 47 out of bounds. First down, Bob Sacamano. And didn't need Art Monk for that, I guess.
Now this game sure turned quickly. Nice touchdown at the end of the half. And by P-Tits, looked like he was going to take a lead into the half. But now Bob's been rolling ever since that long JJ.
Back to back in the same call. The last one got deflected. And that one did too.
Oh, my goodness. That's just P-Tits got his horseshoe out here because it had everybody open.
Gets the JJ. Wow. Bob Sacamano returns it.
He was set up to have half his guys open and sort of his pick of the litter there again, but I guess Bob said, you know what? I know how to get a completion without having to face a pass block, and he took it there.
Just refusing to throw that ball. I don't know what the deal there was, but maybe he was hoping for that auto dive.
Could be. Doing a nice job eating out the clock here.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
No.
That's all it takes. That's all it takes. Nice job by P-Tits, sort of guessing correctly in terms of where Bob was going. You never know exactly where they're going, but every once in a while you guess correctly, and then he just needed a pretty simple RNG to go his way there, and he got the pick.
Well, first
entertaining game here, a lot of swings. It's been really unpredictable.
Shotgun.
I didn't see what's Harvey's condition here.
We'll see.
We missed it, but he's got Harvey in over Anderson at running back, so maybe it's a good bad situation.
I actually, from the start of the game, I'll put Harvey in at the starting running back. Crossfield's got Carrier in stride, touchdown. P-Tit ride that didn't take long.
No, and now again, game of swings, and it's right back to P-Tits, and Bob, he's been doing a good job moving the ball, but just that one mistake, and it cost him. So we'll see if he can get back chugging that ball down the field. Although he can't let too much clock be eaten out on this drive, though, because otherwise he'll be.
He's going to get lockjaw.
Late score, yeah.
First down and 10, Sacamano. Just throw the damn ball.
Throw the damn towel. I just watched a Rocky movie a couple nights ago. Rocky 3.
I pity the fool.
Yeah, probably the one I've seen the least.
I love that Hogan makes the appearance in there. Thunder Lips.
Yeah, it was a interesting setup for that whole movie. Not much development with Clubber. I would like to see more Clubber in there, but I guess they had a lot to take care of. All right, so 3rd and 4. Another call play. Wow.
Every time he calls a play, it's a Tecmo Gods kill a kitten.
Yeah, there's no cats in the street tonight.
Well, Sacamano is left with few options here.
Yeah,
he could kick it away, but he's shown little ability to stop P-Tit right now on offense.
Yeah, if this was like a Steelers matchup, and I had the, I'd consider punting here. But P-Tits has been very efficient. I think this is the right call.
Gets it.
Very nice.
Oh, my goodness. Fast Ricky Sanders with the auto dive. Really well done by Sacamano there. He may have had a chance going up top, but Pete Titterai
Sometimes
kind
you
of
got
a
to
no
go
man's land there.
backwards. Sometimes you got to go backwards to go forwards. And he did a very good job there.
Oh, Ernest Biner in stride. Touchdown, Bob Sacamano. Pete Titterai playing the high-low game and getting burned.
Yeah, but lots of time on the clock. And, Pete Tits have been very good on offense. Probably not too dismayed at this point. Figures he can use some clock, get a score, and again be in the driver's seat. Although we saw that, and there's a short kick. Probably Bob had it on his mind. I probably would have onside if I was Sacamano in that situation.
Based on what we've seen from him and the clock management, you're right. But it does look like Testaverde isn't bad, and we've seen that affect more than just his ability to run. Sometimes he just can't hit the broadside of a barn when he goes into bad.
Yeah, 50-44. So he's basically Troy Aikman with more wheels. That's Carlson. I kind of like having Testaverde there for the scrambles as well. Notice he moved Anderson to his primary running back now, so now it's more of a threat because your scrambling ability is not quite there. And also you've got to worry more about interceptions when you throw the ball since he's going to be throwing it even slower. And there's a couple of guys lurking in that secondary that can close the gap. So definite change in strategy here, warranted based on conditions. And Pete has made his adjustments, and we'll see if he can keep that well-oiled machine going here.
Weak side open formation, top hash mark. Dale Green across the formation. Here comes Gary Anderson. Tap, tap, tap.
Shot blocker, and all right, corralled him long enough for the block for the drone help.
And the time is now melting away. We see it already.
Yeah, you can't even afford to give up the field goal, so you should see Bob taking some chances on defense.
Here comes
And,
Anderson.
If he gives up a quick score, that's not the end of the world at this point. Now, as a defender, I'm just selling out. I'm going after the quarterback. I need to get the ball. I need to have a shot at this game.
That's exactly what
like
he does.
Yep.
See, if he keeps it in bounds, he goes all the way. He's going to take his points and the lead. It's not a bad decision. Pete Titterai is going to force Sacamano to go the other direction. So 27-21. This is the end of Super Bowl 32 strategy for the Green Bay Packers.
And they did win that one. No,
they
yes.
lost.
Oops.
Yeah, they had a chance of a pretty decent long ball completion, and Atwater and Brooks collided. Robert Brooks collided, and they knocked each other out. But the Broncos were the better team that year, no doubt. Back to this
That's right.
game.
They were in back-to-back. They were in their back-to-back years, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Didn't soup enough defensive linemen, and they paid the price. They were gassed in that hot sun. Terrell Davis ran all over them. So Humphreys going underneath here and can't even complete the pass to Calvin Bryant, which is unfortunate. There's no reason for that throw to be not on target.
Yep, that's like you said, unfortunate. The run three. All right, he's got to. I don't know. I guess he's got to get a first down here and then take his shots.
It's going to Gary Clark. Oh, my goodness. It looked like it might have had a chance there, 4th down and 5. From a timing standpoint, it was perfect. The defender was there, however.
I like run 3 here. I like run 3. I mean, if you call pass and it's called, you're kind of toast. This gives you a couple shots to get it off. I mean, probably just one shot at it, but...
Last play of the game here. And he's covered back of the end zone, or excuse me, into the end zone, incomplete. 28-21, Pete Titterai, your victor in a really fun game.
Yeah, very fun game. A lot of swings, good play from both sides. You know, that one interception that Pete Titterai was able to generate was sort of the key. And, just entertaining Tecmo. So happy to have been a small part of it. And now the clock is safe.
Yes, no more eating out the clock. One final note here. Looks like Vinny Testaverde 100% completion percentage, and it wasn't like one throw or anything. So that's impressive. 253 through the air. No slouch there with Humphrey. So
Vinny Testaverde gets a free steak, I think, for 100% completions with over 150 yards. I think that's one of the benefits.
Outback Steakhouse. I don't know.
I don't know who sponsored this.
So
I think
something
it was
Madden would sponsor back in the day.
I think it might be Roy's Sizzler or something. It actually is, but
Nice. Well, hey everyone, thanks for watching the broadcast. We're going to have the scores for you shortly. Just a heads up, what you're seeing now is everything in the winners bracket up to this point. So you'll see some of the scores from last week's broadcast as well. And then next week, we're going to go ahead and start to give you some of the games on the losers bracket. Once we get caught up, we're going to start to aim towards the championship weekend where we get the last games, as some of those are still being played out yet. So thanks for watching today. If you liked the video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Leave a comment on it. If you share it out, that always helps us get some exposure on online Tecmo. So thanks so much, everyone, and we'll see you next week.